Okay, we still got a lot of people haven't never come for lesson. Okay, anyway, okay, so today is the last paper one lesson. So what happened is after today's lesson, we have a 1 month break. Okay, there's a 1 month break. Then we continue with the paper one in July. Okay, and then July and August. So we will do paper one for July and August. So at the same time, you can see that when you come for your paper two lesson, you come for lesson, right? Your regular lesson, you are doing paper two, right? So you're doing paper one and then paper two during the normal lessons. So then you add up the marks together to see how many marks you get upon 100. So very important, make sure you hand in your paper one. All right, you hand in your paper one when you come for your lesson, and make sure you do your paper two also. All right, paper two. Okay, come. The paper one. Okay, everybody ready for lesson? Get your green pen ready. Green pen. Make sure you have done already. Miss Down said one more time. If you haven't done your homework, uh, not the lesson won't help you. Okay, you must do your paper one, then you will be able to learn from your mistakes. Okay, the paper one is actually quite easy. So it's a good chance to get very high score for this Nanyang paper one. Okay, let's start. Okay, question one. Okay, question one. Make sure everybody can hear my voice clearly. All right, question one, the answer is 4. Okay, and how do you round off to nearest thousand? All right, so we are going to repeat the same concept again. So if you still get it wrong, it shows that you didn't revise your mistake. All right, so make sure you revise your mistake. Nearest thousand got 3 zeros. So you draw a line to show the last 3 digits, and you look at the digit nearest the line, and you round up. And that's how you get 32 thousands. So that's your nearest thousands. Okay, which is answer number 4. Okay, number two. Number two, the answer is question two, number 3. Okay, so what does the digit 8 stands for? Okay, let's go one by one. So the digit in front of the decimal point is your ones place. The digit behind the decimal point is your tenth. Okay, tenth. And the digit, all right, the digit 8 is in what place? Hundredth. Okay, hundredth. And the digit 9 will be the furthest away from the decimal point. That is your thousandth. Okay, so you must know your place value. Okay, make sure you know your place value. Okay, so what is the digit 8 stands for? 800th. Can you see the 800th? So that is your answer number 3. Shouldn't make a mistake for this question, huh? Okay, let's go to the next one. Question number 3, your answer will be number 4. Okay, now, even though it looks very simple, but you should always have a habit to what? To count the lines. Okay, but the numbers are very hard to compare. So you make the decimals a little bigger, add a zero behind, and always have a habit to count the lines because, because if you do that, it will help you to get the answer, even though it's only 1 mark. So 5 unit is how big? 2.3 minus 2.2, that will be 0.10 or 0.1. What is 1 unit? Take the 10, divide by 5, shortcut, no need to do any dividing, just 2. So your 1 unit is 0.02. And then you start counting 2.42, 2.44. So your letter A is 2.44. Okay, but there's no answer there because so what do? You add 1 0 behind, and that's how you get 2.440. Okay, so if there's no answer, it means that you need to do one more thing, which is to add a zero or to simplest form if it's a fraction. Okay, let's go to next one. Any question? Okay, question 4. Okay, put a star there. Mr. asked you to put a star there because there are some things that you need to take note, right? Never use your eyes to assume, all right? The answer is number 3. So if you didn't get number 3, you must have assumed. Okay, let's look at AB equal to BC. Now, you're looking for parallel. AB, BC. This is definitely like a right angle. So it's perpendicular. So out. BC and DE. So where's your BC? Your BC is the pink color and the DE, oh, looks parallel. But how do you double check? How do you know? How do you prove it? Remember how you count the squares? How long is the BC? 1 by 2. 1 by 2. Okay, how about the other pink color line? Is actually 2 by 2. So the Numbers are different. 1 by 2, 2 by 2, not the same. If they are the same, then it's parallel. So this is how you prove it. How you prove it by counting the squares. Okay, this is what you need to learn. Okay, all right, next one. How about AK and FG? So let's erase this one. Your AK and FG. So where's AK? AK is here. FG is here. Oh, parallel. Look, parallel. Some of you choose this, right? Some of you choose this. But why wrong? Because you need to count the squares. So from here to here, 3 by 2. Okay, 3 by 2, And then from here, you do the same thing. You count 3 by 2. So yeah, 1, 2, 3. Can you see my cursor? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 3 by 3 by 2, right? So that's the answer, right? Can you see the 3 by 2? Why is it correct? Because the pink line passed through the dots. So 3 by 2, 3 by 2. Same. All right. So parallel. Okay, how about the next one? How about your AK and HK? AK and HK. So let's look at AK. AK is where? AK is here. HK, this one no need to see. They are not parallel. So it's definitely wrong. Okay, so what is the entire lesson about this question? It's about counting the squares. When you do construction, you need to count the squares. So similar. All right, similar. Okay, let's go to the next one. Question 5. Your answer will be number 3. And this is quite easy. So there's a straight line. So you find this angle, all right, which is 80 degrees, 100, 80 minus 100, you get 80. And please put the question mark. When you do angles, you must put the question mark. Then you know what to find. So then on the other side is also 180. So 180 minus 76, that's how you get 104. Okay, very simple. Nothing is too. It's like, you should take advantage of all these questions, which are actually very easy. So if you get it wrong, it means that uh, you haven't been doing your work. You haven't been doing your homework. So if you get it wrong, you haven't been revising your mistake and working hard enough. Okay, question number 6. Now, what is the answer for question 6? Question 6, the answer is number 4. Okay. Now, the student has done all these things. So I hope you didn't choose number 4 because the student can cross out all the other answers. You have to do it yourself. So ABC equal to ADC. ABC equal to ADC. True or false? False. This is obtuse. This is acute, not the same. Obtuse means more than 90. Acute means less than 90. So definitely they are not equal. BAD, where's your BAD? BAD is equal to BCD. Same thing. Acute, obtuse, not the same. So cross. ABC, where's ABC? ABC is here, green color angle, plus BAD. Plus BAD. Do you think it's equal to 180? No, because obtuse is more than 90. Obtuse also more than 90. So if you have two angles that's more than 90, for example, 91 plus 91, this is the smallest obtuse angle. Do you know what is obtuse angle? More than 90, yeah? This is the smallest obtuse angle. You add together, it is more than 180 already. So number 3 is out. Okay? So then you look at number 4. BAD. Where's your BAD? Your BAD is the purple color angle, and your ADC is this purple color angle, and they are between two lines, they are parallel. So what happens when you see these parallel lines? The angles add together must be 180. So if this is 91, then this angle must be what? 89. Okay, the two angles in between add together 180. And this is a very important property that will help you to solve very hard problems. Okay, all right, Kayla, Miss Tong cannot see you. Your face is out of the camera. Can you bring down your camera a bit lower? Yeah, Miss Tong can't see your face. Try to, like Miss Tong, put yourself in the camera. Okay, any questions so far? No question now. Gonna move on to the next one. Okay, where's Jasvi? Jasvi didn't come today. Jasvi? Hmm, where's Jasvi? Nope. Oh, Jasvi is there. Oh, okay, Jasvi, yeah. Okay, let's continue. Okay, question 7. The answer is what? The answer is 2. Okay, 2. Okay, now, I hope you still remember what you learned. When you need to draw a cube and you need to put the letters front, right, left, top, bottom, and behind. And then see whether can you match the faces to the cube. So let's look at number one. Choose the square that's the most connected, the base. Okay, the base, which is the most connected. Front, right. Okay, this is the behind, and this is the left, right? So you have to mentally visualize. Mr. Can't really do for you. In your mind, you must fold the nets. And then this is the top. So this is the correct nets. Okay, how about number two? Base. Okay, the bottom. Right. On the right, left, front. Okay, behind, and this is the right. Okay, the right. So can you have right and right? Cannot. So answer number two already, lor. Okay, let's look at number three. Uh, Bottom, right, front. This is the behind. This is the left and the top. Yep, correct. So you can put all the letters in the square faces. How about the next one? Bottom. Okay, bottom. This is the front, top. This is the left. Okay, the left. This is the behind, and this is the right. Okay. Now, how do you get all these letters here? You have to visualize in your mind. You have to fold it one square face at a time. Fold it, all right. Fold it until it become like a cube. Okay. And then you'll be able to put the letters on the square faces. So your answer should be number two, which is the wrong nets. Okay. Okay, did I do recording? And off for a while first. Oh, okay, luckily. Okay, let's go on. Okay, question number 8, your algebra, 1 mark again. Your answer is 1. Okay, how to get 1? A fish burger costs $M. A beef burger costs M plus 1. The total cost of 4 fish burger and 1 beef burger is $21. What is 1 beef burger? Okay, can you find how much is 4 fish burger? 4 times M. 4M. And then you add together with the 1 beef burger. How much is 1 beef burger? M plus 1. Okay, this is what? 4 fish burger. This is the cost of 1 beef burger. You add them together, that will give you the total cost, $21. So 4M plus M will be 5M. The total minus $1, that will be $20. So M is 20 divided by 5. So M is $4. So answer, please don't put number 4, because you need to find 1 beef burger how much. 1 beef burger is M plus 1 or 4 plus 1, which is $5. So your answer should be what? Your answer should be number 1. You need to add plus 1, M plus 1. Okay? So there's no trap so far, nothing to worry about traps. No tricky question. It's all about whether you are careless or not careless. Okay, let's go to question 9. Question 9, the answer is what? The answer is number 4. Okay, number 4. Now, bar graph, what must you do? Put numbers on the bar graph. Count the lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So always count the lines when you count the units if you see lines. So 1 unit is 10. So mango is how many? 270. Durian is 210. Okay, number 1. Next one, look at the pie chart. Usually we use percentage, usually. Okay, but you can also do fractions. If you want to do fractions, then the entire pie is 1 whole. 1 whole means 4/4. Right angle is also 1/4. Okay, if you are not using percentage, you want to use fraction, then this is 1 whole. Right angle is 1/4. Then the durian and the mango must be 3/4. Okay. All right. Then you look at your bar graph. Right. You have the mango and the durian. Add together is how many? Add together is 480. Okay. So mango and durian add together is 480. Isn't that 3/4? So for Jaden, do you understand this part? Right. You add the durian and the mango, you get 3/4, which is 480. So what is 1/4? 480 divided by 3, 160. And the vanilla is how many? The vanilla must be 160, which is 1/4. So your answer is what? Answer is number 4. Any question? Okay, so usually for pie chart, we use percentage. But if you want to use fraction, also can, which is actually easier for this question. Okay, and remember bar graph, please count the lines. Count the lines. Why must you count the lines? Because sometimes there are 4 units, sometimes there are 2 units, there are 10 units. So you need to count the lines to make sure. Okay, question 10, the last 1 mark question. Okay, question 10, what's the answer? Now, the answer is number 3. Okay, number 3. Now, what is the height? What's the height? The height cannot be 2.5 cm. 2.5 cm is your fingernails. From one finger to another fingernail is about 2.5 cm. That is too short. Okay, too short. Cannot be 25 meter. 25 meter is half the length of a swimming pool. You go to the swimming pool, it's 50 meter long. You just imagine half of it. Do you think the height, do you think the slide is half of the length of a swimming pool, which is quite high? Then the child will be in danger already. All right, the child will be in danger from will be very high up there. Okay, do you think it's 25 cm, which is the ruler, the length of a ruler? Your ruler is about 30 cm, so the slide cannot be so short. So it has to be 2.5 meter or 2 meter, 2 to 3 meter. So this is how you estimate in the exam. Right? When you do your PSLE, you need to estimate. But if you never see a slide before, you won't be able to do the question. So you must be able to have seen it. You must be able to feel it, right? You must have, like, maybe the question asks you how heavy is a loaf of bread. If you never even hold a loaf of bread, then you will not be able to answer the question. Okay, so okay, let's go on to the next one. Question 11. Question 11, the answer is what? The answer will be number 1. Okay, how to get number 1? By the way, the answer key got mistake. Mr. was looking at the answer key. I think the answer key put number 4 or something like that. Yeah. Okay, so how do you get number 1? You need to change the improper fraction to all the same mixed number. So what is 11 over 5? You take 11 divided by 5, you will get 2 and 1/5. Okay, 2 and 1/5, 2 and 4 over 9, and then 5 divided by 2, you go and do all this. Go and do your dividing. You will get 2.5. Okay, once you make them all the same already, then how to make the denominator the same? A bit hard to make the denominator the same, but you have learned already. How about making the numerator the same? Do you know that? You should know that already. Miss Tong last year taught you already. You can make the numerator the same if the denominators are very hard to make them the same. Times 4, times 4. And then the bottom also times 4. And this one will be, this one no need lah. This one, okay, this one the same, remain the same. And then this one times 4. And then what do you get? 2 and 4 over 20, 2 and 4 over 9, 2 and 4 over 8. So which is the largest fraction? The one with the smallest denominator. That is the largest fraction, number 1. Okay, but write the original answer. What is the original answer? Here. Okay, and then which is the smallest fraction? The one with the biggest denominator. That's the smallest, which is 2 and 1/5, 11 over 5. This is the smallest. And of course, this must be number 2, the second one, right? So which answer has the 5 over 2, and then 2 and 4 over 9, and then 11 over 5. Okay, from largest to smallest. Answer number 1. Any question? All right. I think the answer key in the Nanyang exam paper is number 4, if I'm not wrong. It put number 4. So there's a mistake in the answer key. Okay, let's go on. Okay, so remember you can also make the numerator the same, not just the denominators. Okay, need to copy down anything? Right? If not, let's go on to the next one. Okay, cancel, skip, right? And let's go to question 13. Okay, question 13 looks quite quite interesting, but actually quite easy. Count the lines again. 14 to 15, how many lines are there? There are 10 units. Okay, 10 units, which is how many? The 2 kg. Okay, 2 kg. So so if you go a bit in between, is 15, 15 kg. Okay, maybe let's make it 15 kg. So the middle is actually what? The middle is okay, this, yeah, can you see the 14, 15, 16? Then the third one is 15 and 16. Okay, so look carefully. So you look at Which scale has the heaviest mass? All right, we have to go and find how heavy is each one. So let's look at scale A. You can see that 10 unit is 2 kg. Then 1 unit must be 2000 grams. So, oh, sorry, 10 unit is 2000 gram. Okay. 10 unit is 2 kg. So 1 unit is how many? 1 unit is 2000 divided by 10. That will be, do your cancelling. Okay. And you have to do fast because you don't want to take too much time to do this. Okay. 1 unit is 200 grams. And then what do you have? So this is 15, 15, 15, 15 kg and 200, 15 kg and 400. Okay, so this is what? 15 kg and 400 grams. Huh, right? Am I correct? Any mis Okay. Okay, let's go to the next one. What is this? You work backwards. 16 kg. This is 15, right? 15. So you have 200, 400, 600, 800. 15 kg and 800, right? Okay. And then the next one, 10 units is 1 kg. Next one is a bit different. 10 unit is 1 kg or 1000 grams. 1 unit is 100. So 15 kg and how many? One, two, three, four, five. So 15 kg and 500 grams. Okay, so you have to get all these first. You can find all these first. And then which is the heaviest? The heaviest is B. B is the heaviest and the lightest is A. So B and A. So answer should be number one. I forgot to give you the answer, right? So B and A. Am I correct? Let's double check. Yes. So the answer is number one. Is that what you do? Is that what you did? Okay, Kaisian, you okay? You look like very, very shocked with what I'm doing. Okay, make sure you understand what I'm doing. You need to count the units. Count the units. Then go and find 1 unit. Once you get 1 unit already, then you can find what is the needle pointing at. Okay, that's what you must do. Okay, must to count the units. Okay, question 14, quite easy. All right. Shouldn't get this wrong because you learned already. Answer number four. So you need to create your ratio. So J to K is 5:8, and there is a total. Okay, you can count the total length. So 5, 8, and the total is 13. And then break up the fraction. By now, you should be expert already. K is 4, L is 9, and the total is 13. Okay, look at the two ratio. What is the same? The K and K, the same, but the numbers are not the same. Make them equal. So times 2 times 2 times 2. Okay? Because they are the same letter, but the numbers are not the same, so you must make them equal. And then you will get 5:8 is to 13. 8 is to 18 is to 26. Once you make the number equal already, they are one big ratio. Okay? And you pick your answer from there. What is the ratio of J to L? J to L. 5:18. Okay? Understand? All right. So all these are, remember, all these are the foundation, the basic for you to do the harder questions later, which is paper two. So to do well for paper two, you must be able to know your paper one. Okay? All right, let's go to question 15. Now, this one you have learned already. If you get it wrong, it shows that you didn't revise your mistake. If in our paper one that we have done, right, a few weeks ago, there was a question on this. All right, similar question. So if you if you get it wrong, then you really must revise because it might come out in, I don't know, in your prelim. Okay, so what's the answer for this? Now the answer is number two. Who has a mistake? Chelsea got mistake. Who else got mistake? Okay, now why get it wrong? Okay, now if you remember the lesson that we did on the something like that, does the 257 in this column, which column is that? Okay, you will need to what? You will need to find a pattern. So what's the pattern? Well, you start from column A, you jump, okay, jump, right? And there is a +4 there. Okay, +4 there. Okay, so how many times must you jump to get to 257? So you start from here, jump. Okay, jump. And what's the increase? 257 minus 4, there is an increase of 253, right? All you have to do is whether to know whether is this number in this column or not. You just have to take 253 divided by 4. Can you divide by 4? If you cannot divide by 4, wrong column because 253 cannot divide by 4. You then go to the second column, same thing, all right? Plus 4, plus 4, plus 4, right? Can you see the pattern is the same? Jumping method, which is what you learn. From number 1, jump to 257. What is the increase? The increase is 256. Am I correct? 257 minus 1, you get 256. Can 256 divide by 4? Yes, can. All right, you go and do your dividing. 256 divided by 4, you get 64 jumps. So you have to jump 64 times to get 257. So if you can divide by 4, then column B is the answer. How about column C? You plus 4 again, and you jump from where to where? From 3 to 257. So what's the increase? So the increase is 254. Okay, 257 minus 3. The increase is 254. Can 254 divide by 4? You can divide. Cannot. So column C, wrong. How about this one? Same thing. Do the same thing. Jump. You have an increase of 255. Can 255 divide by 4? Also cannot. So when you cannot divide by 4, then it is the wrong column. Do you understand? And that was what we did for that question in the other school paper. The same not method how we solve this problem. There's no method here. The jumping shortcut. Okay, we some call it the jumping shortcut, the jumping method. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Okay, when we talk about methods, what are methods? Methods are assumption, model, gaps and interval, listing method. Okay, so we are not using any one of those methods inside here. Okay, let's go to the next one. Let's go to booklet B. So, uh, okay, booklet B. Now, very easy. So you can draw model. If you don't draw model, also fine. 20. Okay, how to do this? Now, Ming Ming baked 32 cupcakes, right? And he gave 5 over 8. Off is what? Times. What is the fraction talking about? The cupcakes. So if you don't want to draw the model, right? Too easy, then you do this. Like that, no? Like your percentage, you see the off means you times. So change the whole number into a fraction, cancel, and then cancel. So you get 4. So 5 times 4 is 20, 1 times 1, and that's how you get 20. Okay, so when you see the word off, it's actually times. All right, similar to your percentage, you have to times also. Okay, now this is a question that Miss Tong seldom see. I will show you the answer later on, but it's something that I don't really see in many exam paper. You want to change the centimeter to meter, you must divide by 100. Okay, divide by 100. So you shift the decimal point to the left. Okay, 2 times. Dots. Okay, dots, 0. Now, why did Miss Tong say that this is something quite different? Because meters is always 2 decimal place. Okay, meters, but this is 3 decimal place. Right, when you write in meters, it's 1.25 meter, 3.41 meter. Usually, that's what we do. But this one got 3 decimal place, which is the answer. So the answer is 0.725. Okay, any question? All right. So sometimes you may see something like that in your exam, which is a bit different. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, which squares do we color? You must color 3 more squares. So you just have to compare left and right. There's a square here. The other side also got square. There's a square here. 1, 2, 2 squares to the line of symmetry. On the other side, 1, 2. There's no square, so must color. This one, okay. Then you go half a triangle, half a square, half a square, and then here half already. So what is symmetry? Symmetry means they are equal distance apart. So how many squares on the other side will be how many squares on the other side? Okay, for example, look at this one. From here to the line, how many squares? 1, 2. Then 1, 2. So they are equal distance apart. So you need to color. There's no square shaded here. Okay, next one. And then this one, there's a square here. Then there's a half a square, half a square, And then here, have already. Okay, so have we colored how many squares already? We got two squares already, right? Hmm. Did we miss out any square? Miss out didn't put a cross here. How about here? Then go the other side, one square. Not colored. So this one must color. So now you got three squares already. Okay, check. Do you have the three squares correct? All these are 1 mark, so 1 mark usually very easy to get the answer. Okay, let's go to next one. Okay, wow, front view. Front view easy. Look at the front. One, two, two. So two, one. So how do I call it? Two, one. So when you draw, it will be two, one, like this. Okay, good. Easy, can see that. Okay, let's go to the next one. This is the one. Put a star, but it's only 1 mark. Now, this question is actually uh should be actually more than that lah, more than 1 mark. 2 marks, 2 marks, should be 2 marks. Okay, the structure is made of identical cubes. Without arranging the cube, what is the least number of cubes that must be added to make it into a cuboid? Okay, to find how many cubes you must add, you must first count how many cubes already inside. How many cubes inside already? Three, two, two, one, 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 one. So how many cubes already there? 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you have 12 cubes already. Okay? How are you going to form a cuboid? Very simple. P5, you learned that already, P5. You look at the length. How many cubes along the length? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? And you put here. Then the breadth, how many cubes? Uh, One. Okay, let me use a green color. One, two, three, four. 4 cubes. Breadth. And then the height will be how many cubes? 3 cubes. Form the height, which is here. Okay, so that's our cuboid. So how many cubes do you need to make the cuboid? 5 times 4 times 3. And you will get how many? 60. I need 60. So how many more do I need? 60 minus 12. I need 48 more. So do you get 48? Okay, Kaisan, do you get 48? No. Okay, now this one is a common question, common. I can even ask you to add some more to make into a cube. So do you know how to make into a cube? I hope you know how to make into a cube, Yes. Okay, so that's your number 20. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Copy down because when you need to how to revise for your mistakes, you have to cover the questions and do again. Okay, do those questions that you make mistake, see whether you can get back the same answer. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Oh, question 21. You will never, I don't know whether you will see this kind of question. It's easy to get your 2 marks. Okay, common factors, what's the answer? Which is 1, 3, and 9. Okay, how to get the factors of 18? Some of you, Miss Tong is a fortune teller, the god of math. Some of you did not do this. Others will have done this. Those who did not do this, you are going to get into trouble later. All right, you should be doing this to get your factors. So let me ask, anyone did not do this? Anyone? Okay, Rainish, right? Okay, now, uh, okay, do this, okay? Because why? When it comes to the paper two, the very hard questions, you will need to do this, okay? So that you don't make careless mistake. And also when you check your work, it's faster. If you never do this, when you check your work, it's going to take longer time. You have to redo again. And then you will spend more time to check. So 5 times 9. So when you write your factors, what do? Write in order from the smallest to the biggest, right? Don't jumble your factors. Okay, then after that, what do? 6 cannot, 7 cannot, 8 cannot, 9 have already. So you stop. No need to keep writing so many. Then you circle the common factors. See, circle. And then your another one. So that's how you get 1, 3, and 9. And when you check your work, isn't that faster? It's all on the paper already. And you don't need to think again whether is it correct. You can look at what you have done and check. So that's the reason why Mr. Tong say that you need to put down your steps on the paper. When you check, it's faster. Question 22. What's the answer? 1.21. Okay, so 5.1 minus 3.89. So put a zero in the blank space, right? And then borrow from 1. Okay, so 1 become 0, 0 becomes 10. 0 cannot minus 8, borrow. So 0 become 10 and the 5 become 4. Okay, when you lend, you minus 1. When you borrow, you plus 10. So 10 minus 9 is 1, 10 minus 8 is 2, dots, 4 minus 3, 1. And that's how you get the answer. Okay, Sunny, where's your head? Your head gone. Where's your head? Okay, don't sleep during the lesson, ah. Make sure you're focusing. Okay, put yourself in the camera so Mr. can see. Now the paper one is a bit boring for some of you because it's too simple for you, but you need to revise. Okay, and check, see whether how you get the answer. Is it how you get the answer? Is it effective or is my way effective? So you have to choose. Okay, 2.02 times 2000. What's the answer? The answer is 4040. Now, you are supposed to break into number bonds times 2 times 1000 number bonds. And then do this. Okay, do the working. 2.02 times 2 will be 4.04. And then shift the decimal point to the right 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Why do you shift to the right 3 times? There are 3 zeros. And there's an empty basket, put the 0 inside and then arrowhead, dots, and 0 behind. And that's your answer. Got it? Okay, Tanishka, why is your video off? Tanishka, turn on the video. Okay, let's go to question 23. Also quite easy. Question 23, the answer is 8 hour 45 minutes. Okay, the shop is open from 12:15 to 11:30. It's closed from 2:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. So what do you do? Now, you will have to find 12:15 p.m. until 2:30 p.m. That's when the shop is open. How long is that? You can do mentally. 12:15, 1:15, 2:15, that is 2 hours already. And 2:15 to 2:30, that will be another 15 minutes. So your P6, you can do this mentally, right? So you have 2 hours 15 minutes until 2:30 p.m. Then after that, you have what? 5 p.m. All right, 5 p.m. open again, right? The shop is closed from 2:30 to 5 p.m. So 5 p.m. the shop opens again until 11:30 p.m., right? So 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. will be 6 hours. 6 hours plus another 30 minutes. All right? So that will be 30. Okay, can you understand? 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. is 6 hours. 11 p.m. to 11:30 is another 30 minutes. Then what do you do next? You add together. 2 hours plus 6 will be 8 hours. 15 plus 30 will be 45. All right. Now, if you find that man, you can't do like that, then you do the working. Do the working. Show the working. Okay. All right. Let's go to question 24. Question 24. Question 24, the answer is, I'm going to give you the answer key, right? The answer key, which is, let me show you. The answer key is 0.125%. Did anyone get this correct? Okay, now, those who get 0.125, did anyone get the decimal, 0.125? No, nobody? Oh, means, oh dear. You must know how to get percentage increase, which is very easy. Fraction again. Fraction. What's the numerator? The numerator is the increase. From 5,600 to 6,300, what's the increase? The increase is 700. What's the denominator? The denominator is 5,600. Am I correct? And how to get your percentage? You make the denominator 100, right? So, so what do you do? You can times 100% or you make the denominator into 100. So you can divide by, okay, let me just do slowly. Okay, so divide by what? Divide by 7, divide by 7. Okay, divide by 7. And then you will get what? You will get 100 over 800. Okay, agree? Okay, and then divide by 100 again. Okay, now this is the lesson here. There's something quite interesting here, which is how many? Which is 1 over 8. So 1 over 8. Okay, Now, 1 over 8 is is what? Is not the percentage. Or it's not the percentage. So what should you do? Now, you should be what? You should be can I redo this again? Okay, can I redo this again? Okay, Mr. want to redo this. Okay, let me redo this again to show you something. All right, let me just change this again. All right, get your fraction again. All right, your fraction again. Okay, fraction again. Okay, which is 6,300 minus 5,600. What's the increase? 700. What's the denominator? The denominator is the number at first. The number at first. So you must know how to get your fraction. The numerator is the increase. The denominator is the number at first. Now, if you cannot make the denominator 100, which Miss Tong had some difficulty just now, I couldn't make the denominator 100, then what do I do? Times 100%. Remember, if you cannot make the denominator 100, then do this way. Times 100%, and then you cancel, cancel. Cancel to 0, cancel to 0. Okay, and then what else can you cancel? And then, mm, and then what do you do? 700 divided by 56, right? Yeah. Okay, did Mr. make a mistake somewhere? Mr. got a feeling there's something weird. Did I make a mistake somewhere? Cancel, cancel, and then you divide by 7, divide by 7. So you have 100 over 8. 100 over 8. Okay, can we come back to this later? Okay, Mr. need to come back to this. Okay, let me come back to this later. Let's move on first, okay, so that you don't wait for me. Let's move on first. I'll come back to this later. Something about this question that Mr. don't know why I'm stuck a little bit. Okay, let's go on to the next question first. Okay, question 25. Okay, I'll come back to that question, don't worry. So let's go to question 25. What's the answer? Now, the answer is 360. So do you have any mistake? Okay, so how to get 360? Now, the methods that we use, remember the common methods, model, units, ratio, grouping. So Don packed 840 books into 2 crates and 3 boxes. The books he packed into each crate was twice as many as the books he packed into each box. You can use the units method. So 1 crate is 2 units. 1 box is 1 unit. Units method. Okay, so if there are 2 crates, how many units will that be? So 2 times 2, 4 units. Okay? All right, 4 units. And then 3 boxes will be 3 units. So add together will be 7. Add together will be how many units? 7 units. So 4 plus 3 will be 7 units of books. Okay, 7 units will be equal to 840. So lesson here, units method, right? So 1 crate twice. Twice means 2 times, 2 units. Then the 1 box will be 1 time, which is 1 unit. So you add together 7 units. So 1 unit will be 840 divided by 7. You get 120. So how many box did he pack into each? How many books did he pack into each box? So each box got how many? Each box got each box got 1 unit, right? 120. Uh, how many books did he pack into each box? Is it 120, right? Is my answer? Yeah, my answer is 120, right? Yeah. So one box is 1 unit. So answer 120. What did Miss Tong do? Miss Tong put down the wrong answer there, and I get myself confused. So how many books in 1 box, which is 120? So the answer is 120. Do you get the answer correct now? Okay. What happened to Miss Tong? Okay, so 120 is the answer. Got it? So what's the method? Units method. Okay, let's go to the next one. Now, what's the answer for this one? The answer will be 7 over 20 liters. Okay, how do you do that? There was 3 over 8 liters at first. Xiaoming poured 3/5 liter into the tank. So you have to plus 3 over 8 plus 3/5. Why do you plus? Because you pour inside. So make the denominator the same. 8 times 5, 3 times 5, 5 times 8, 3 times 8. Okay, 5 times 8, 3 times 8. Then add together 39 over 40. And then he used 5 over 8 liter. So you take 39 over 40 minus, use means you minus 5 over 8. Okay, make the denominator the same again. So 8 times 5 and 5 times 5. And you get 14 over 40. Now, if you never write in simplest form, you will still get correct. Okay, you will still get the marks. But otherwise, you can simplest form, divide by 2 and 40 divided by 2, which is 7 over 20. So you can have this or you can have this. So both answers are correct. Okay? Hmm. Okay, can we go back to this question again? This question, Bisong don't know why. Okay, what happened to this question? Now, Bisong gave you a very good example in the exam. What happened in the exam if you do this question and then you are stuck and then you think a little bit and you can't do, what do? Move on. Move on to the next question. Right? Don't spend too much time on this question, otherwise you can't finish. Yeah, Jasvi, question?
Can I go toilet?
Okay, don't go toilet now because we are going through the after the lesson you go toilet can after the lesson. Otherwise you will miss the lesson. Okay, I want to come to this again, right? Miss Tong, yeah, it's supposed to be a very easy question. So last year the population of town was 5,600 and then it became 6,300. So what's the increase? The increase is how many? 700. So how do you get the percentage increase? You take the numerator, which is the increase, over what? Over the denominator. Okay, right? Okay, and then what do you get? Now, if you cannot make the denominator 100, if you can't make the denominator 100, what do? Then you times 100%. Okay, right? I think the answer key is a bit wrong. So cancel 20, cancel cancel 20. Okay, good. By the way, change the whole number into a fraction first. Okay, once you cancel 20, what do you get? 700 times 1 will be 700 out of 56. Wow, how to divide? No calculator. Then what do? Then you take uh 700 divided by 56. Okay, and you will get, do your what? Do your dividing. Okay, you get 140. Okay, go and minus. And then what times 36 is 140. So you do your guess and check. So you have 2. 56 times 2 will be what? Will be 112. Okay? And then you minus, you get 28. Okay, 28. All right, don't write that, don't continue to divide. Otherwise, you spend more time to get your answer. So 12 and 28 over 56%. You can change it to simplest form. 12 and what? So you divide by 4, divide by 4, divide by 4 until the simplest form, you will get what? 12.5%. Okay, right? So this is what you do to get your percentage increase. Any question? Okay, one more time, one more time. Numerator is the increase. The denominator is the number at first. So if you cannot make the denominator 100, what do? You multiply by 100%. So cancel 20, cancel 20, and then 700 times 1 will be 700. 56 times 1 is 56. Then you go and divide. Okay, divide to get your mixed number. All right, mixed number, and you get 12.5%. All right, Tanishka, question, Tanishka?
Can we write the answer in 12.5%?
Can also. Yeah, you can continue to add 10. But what will happen? Then you will find that you spend a few more seconds, right? You spend a few more seconds to get your answer. But if the question never asks for decimal, just stop at fractions. Okay? Otherwise, more stats means more mistakes. Okay, Mr. is okay, Mr. Yeah, why did Mr. get stuck with this question? Mr. also don't know. Okay, maybe did I put down the answer as 1 over 8%? Yeah, I think Mr. was trying to see whether can get this and was a bit confused. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so the answer is 12.5%. Okay, question 25, 26, and 27. Let's look at 27. Star. Hey, this is a common mistake, right? Okay, Ahmad had 30 meter of string. He wanted to make many bracelet as he could. He used 3/5 meter to make one bracelet. How many meters left? So you're asked to find the remainder. Now, you should have taken 13 meter divided by how long is one bracelet. This is what you should be doing to find how many bracelet. So change the whole number to fraction. And by the way, what's the answer first? Okay, let me give you the answer, which is 2/5. 2/5 meter. Okay, if you didn't get the 2/5 meter, it means you must have there's a trap here. There's a trap. So change the whole number to fraction. Keep, change, flip. Okay, keep, change, flip. When you divide, cannot cancel. So you multiply the numerators and you multiply the denominators. And then you take 65 divided by 3. So you get 2 times 3, and then you minus, pull the 5 downwards. 1 times 3 is 3, and you get 21 and 2/3. And your answer must be 2/3, right? Some of you put down 2/3. What is 21? 21 is the bracelet. So if the question asks you how many bracelet, 21 bracelet. But what is the leftover? How much is leftover? The answer is not 2, 3. You take 2 over 3, shortcut, 2 over 3, multiply by how long you need to make one bracelet, which is 3/5. 3/5. You need 3/5 meter to make one bracelet. So you take 2 over 3 times 3/5. Cancel, cancel. 2 times 1, 1 times 5. And this is the leftover string. The leftover string. And we have done this many times also. P5, we have done this before. So you should know how to get the remainder, which is the leftover. Okay? Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay, before we go on, did everybody get 12.5 for this question? Do you get 12.5%? Ah, okay, means I'm correct. Yeah, then the answer key different. Okay, never mind. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Okay, question 28. Looks easy. So the answer is what? The answer is 64 degrees. Okay, how do we get that? You need to read the question. You need to do something also. You need to put the markings there. AB equal to BE. So there's an isosceles triangle. Okay? And BD is equal to CD. So mark out, mark out. Then you know that these two angles are the same, which is 55, right? And question mark, must put a question mark. You are supposed to put a question mark here. And once you easy already. This is a straight line. So 180 minus 55 minus 73, you get this angle. So what's the angle? 180 minus 55 minus 73, you get 52. Then you take 180 minus 52 divided by 2. Okay, so 180 minus 52 divided by 2, your answer is 64. 64 and 64. And by now, you should know which two angles are equal in the isosceles triangle. If these two sides are equal, then which two angles are equal? The angle at the end of the two sides will be the same. So you must recognize which two sides are equal. Then you will know which two angles are equal. Okay, so that's your answer for 64 degrees. Okay, next one. Another angle problem. Okay, what's the answer for this one? Your answer will be 27.5 degrees. Okay, how to get that? Read the question again. Rhombus. Rhombus is your lucky day. All the sides. All the sides are. And what do you see Miss Tong doing? Put the markings there. That's the reason. And then BED and FEC are straight lines. And BFE equal 80 and BAD 75. Put the question mark. Where's the question mark? FBE. So where's the question mark? FBE. Here, question mark. Okay, look for other angles you can find. Don't care about the question mark. Look for other angles. This is 75. Opposite angles in the rhombus are the same. And rhombus has two identical triangles, which is isosceles. So this angle is what? Can you find? 180. Okay, 180 minus 75 divided by 2. You will get 52.5 and 52.5. Copy. 52.5. And this side, same lah, 52.5. So if you don't want to put there, up to you. If it's a bit too messy, then you just leave it alone. So the rhombus has what? The rhombus has two identical isosceles triangles. Okay, so you copy. Okay, what other angles can you find? Now if you look carefully, uh, BC equal to CF. Ah, we forgot to mark out something. See, look at this one. If you never mark out something, then you will be stuck. BC, okay, I'm use a green color. BC is equal to CF. So it's very important that you mark out, mark out. Otherwise, you get confused. You don't know how to continue. So another isosceles triangle. So this is 80. If this is 80, then this must also be 80. So 80 minus 52.5, that's how you get 27.5. Can see that? All right. So lesson here, you must mark out any sides that are equal. Whether it's a rhombus, equilateral triangle, or square, you must mark out the lines. Okay. All right. So that's question 29. Let's go to the next one. Oh, this is your lucky day. Lucky question. Question 30 is supposed to be the hardest, but sometimes you can see it can be very easy. So the answer is 81 kg. Now, why is this very easy? Immediately, once you know what is X, put inside 12 kg. Parcel P is 12. Then put inside. Parcel Q is 3 times 12. See, put inside. So if parcel P is 12 kg, parcel Q is 3 times 12 or 12 times 3. See, it become a primary 3 problem already. And then parcel R is 3 kg lighter than Q. So you have PQ. This is Q, Q. So if parcel R is 3 kg lighter than Q, so 36 minus 3, you get 33 kg. So what's the total mass of the three parcel? Then you plus, plus, and plus together. And that's how you get the answer. Now, usually for paper one, the last few questions are very hard. So this one is, I would say, is quite normal lah. I won't say it's easy, but quite normal. But because you can immediately put the number inside the letter, it's even easier. Okay, so that's your answer, 81 kg. Okay, all right, Sunny, Miss Sun can't see your face, your finger. I can only see your finger. Okay, any questions about the paper one so far? So, do you do well for the paper one? Do you get at least high 30s, 37, 38, 39? Yeah, this is something that you can have a chance to do quite high, to score quite high. Okay, now, so if you have a mistake, revise. Remember to revise our mistakes. So no more paper one for June. All right, we will have a 1 month break. Then July, we will start with paper one again. All right, so any questions before we end the lesson? Are you clear about the lesson today? Okay, so Miss Ong show you something. When you do your work just now Miss Ong went through a question, right? Went through this question, and then what happened? Then I got a little bit stuck, a little bit unsure. So then we spent some time to think about it, but still cannot. What do you do in the exam? Go on already. Go on already. Don't take too much time to what? To look at the same question, and then you have no time to do the others. Okay, so just now that was a good example on time management. So must know how to manage your time so you can finish the whole paper one. Okay, if there's no question, then I'll see you in your regular lessons. Okay? All right. So goodbye, everybody. See you during the next lesson. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, Sunny, you have a lot of messages. Uh, okay, Sunny, got any questions? We still see I see your chat messages. Why not 2:30 a.m.? Isn't it 1:20? Yeah, yeah. Okay, Mr. can see I can see why. Mr. put down the answer key wrongly. Put down the answer wrongly. Okay, bye, Jasmine. You need to go toilet, right? Okay, bye-bye. Yeah, so for Sunny, yeah, Mr. put the answer wrong. That's why you get confused. Okay, so goodbye. Okay, see you next week. Bye-bye.